Let us form the symbol of the golden path, which leads unto Shambhala's heights, and ever onward to the cosmic source. Truth reveals the perfect way unto the perfect day. With truth as guide, the way is straight, and leads at length unto the higher cosmic way. Turning neither right nor left, all laxity is at an end, all leniency is past. Initiation is the goal, and thus transcendence of all lunar earthly life. One-pointedly the path is trod, one-pointedly in mind and heart and soul. Each trodden path leads to another brighter, straighter path. First the path of aspiration, ardent, full of feeling. Then the path disciplic, stern and true. Then initiation's path, with consciousness ascending on the radiant rainbow bridge. Then at last the greatest path for man, leading from the confines of this earth, thence leading from the confines of this system of our Logos blue. For every path, the straightened way alone leads to the goal. Without deviation, the spirit-driven, questing soul speeds on.
I see
Meditation. In meditation deep, let us ponder on the path and how we tread it. Do we turn unto the right? If so, the reasons why. Do we turn unto the left? And if so, why again? How earnestly and without deviation is our treading of the path? What do we need to straighten and to strengthen us upon the way? Let us ponder deeply. Let us form the symbol of the threefold flame, devouring all impurity upon the path to life. The straightened path of truth is a path of raging fire. The goal of liberation is attained through fire alone. Fire which destroys, fire which resurrects, fire which ends all slavery unto the lower life of form. Yet who will have the courage to tread the path of fire, to tread it to its very end? Who will dare the towering, all-consuming, raging flames? How keen must be one's ardor, how bitter past defeat, how heedless and defiant of all pain the flaming soul. Our life itself, a burning ground, the gate to liberation stands before us. Walking bravely through the flames, let us reach that destined gate, pass through and then beyond.
I seek the way I yearn to know. Visions I see, and fleeting deep impressions behind the portal on the other side. As the trees darken, o'er the circle
Meditation. In meditation deep, let us concentrate the consciousness on fire. What fires rage within us? Darkened fires of bondage, or lighted fires of freedom and of life? Can we love the higher fire so well that we celebrate with joy the ancient festival of burning? Can we dance with joy upon the burning ground we have become? Let us ponder deeply. Let us form the symbol of the single eye, which sees beyond this world into the kingdom of the gods. When fire has done its work, and all the miry dross is burnt, the inner senses open to the inner sun, the soul. The veils unto the wider life of inner sight dissolve in flames. The reason for all striving, the reason for all rigors, the reason for all disciplines, stands boldly forth, revealed. And the wondrous beauty then revealed unto the one who now can see as he is seen. The plan divine, known clearly by the great ones, becomes the plan which he, the new-born seer, can claim his own. Faith is good and leads unto the goal, but sight is better far. The inner eye is born of fire, and fire is born of fearless truth. The seer is a light within the blindest, basest man, but time and fiery process both are needed to reveal the beauteous plan of God. Meditation. In meditation deep, let us ponder on the inner eye, the subtlety it may reveal, the synthesis it may reveal. Let us ponder on realities unseen by men of clay, but known by man the soul. Let us ponder on the beauty of the inner worlds, a beauty only wisdom's eye can see. Let us form the circle of all-embracing wisdom and divine understanding. The outer senses can perceive the Maya, and inner senses too preside o'er their remote domain. But mind is still a greater sense, revealing to pure reason the cause and purpose of all things, things seen and things unseen. God, the greatest seer, understands the working of his mind, the mind which gathered cosmos out of dense and formless substance, and shaped that substance to his ordered thought. How fathomless that universal mind! How far beyond but vaguest apprehension by humanity! And yet some small approach to that great mind may still be made, if man will think but broadly, deeply, earnestly, and with impersonality. Man's growing abstract sight of what God knows and understands is rightly called philosophy, the love of wisdom and of truth. Philosophy not only for the disembodied mind, but for the ever-questing heart. If man would know himself a cosmic being, philosophy that sacred knowledge will at last confer. Philosophy to guide the seeker further and still further on his lighted path, away from dark engrossment, and well into the only eye which sees things as they truly are. Philosophy for those who wish to see some fragment of that vision only God the seer sees. Philosophy for those who would become the only I.
How does God the seer
philosophy God's single sight of all perceptions, God's alone is right. Philosophy, the single eye, revealing to all seekers the hidden universal why. Philosophy for all who would God's awesome purpose find, and finding fathom with the heart as well as mind. How does God the seer see? His seeing is philosophy. Philosophy is loving wisdom. Philosophy, the wisest love. How shall men the seeker see? Through philosophy.
Meditation. In meditation deep, let us ponder our conception of the cosmos. Ponder with a wide embrace of thought, the vast, the true. Let us enter that great knowing wherein mind and intuition blend and merge. And from that lofty eminence address a vital question to ourselves. Are we, for all our thinking, possessed of a philosophy, a way of understanding one and all? Does our grasp of wider life cohere, consistent in some measure, with the mind of God? Let us ponder our philosophy, essentially, as deeply as we can. Let us form the symbol of the flame of spirit, leaping towards the light. How great the sight which vision brings, how broad the understanding which philosophy divine confers, a vision of the vast and higher way, of light which follows after light, ever onward into light more radiant, more intense. The path towards light seems endless, arousing aspiration deep within the striving soul, summoning the arrow of the spirit. But when the blazing solar lords shot forth from deep within the solar heart, they found their destined place within the spirit to be man, and stirred in him the quest for light, stirred in him the will to overleap himself in search of greater radiance, greater truth. Though step by step and gradually he finds he must return, his the deeper will to leap unto the flaming sun from which his fivefold Saviours came. When driven by a vision true, return he seeks, not slowly, but as a spirit arrow shot forth into the higher heavens. Man's spirit, though for now confined to earth, is hardly built for plodding, dreary toil, but for leaping lightward towards the source of spirit, for ardent leaping towards the source of light.
Of the soaring soul, purified by fire, our burning hearts aspire to rise into the heavenly spheres, to dance in the realm of God. Deep lightward, oh, be lightward, oh, dance the dance of the blazing spirit, dance the dance of the soaring soul. Conquer his desire. Falsehood burns on the wire. In purity we rise to the heavens to dance in the realm of God. Let us leap lightward, oh, leap lightward, oh. Dance the dance of the blazing spirit, dance the dance of the soaring soul. Celestial strings conspire to lift us higher and higher. Downpouring cause inspire us to dance the dance, to dance the dance, to dance the dance. Be lightward, dance the dance of the blazing spirit, dance the dance of the soul, the soaring soul. Be lightward,
Meditation. If we as spirit were an arrow, whither would we take our aim? If here below we were not held, whither would we fly? Let now imagination's shaft ascend with lightning speed, and let us ride returning lightning to its destined source. Let us feel the vaulting, leaping spirit who we deeply are. Defiant of all gravity, we sunward leap, then leap unto the stars. Let us form the symbol of the sacred chalice, into which the light of heaven must descend. Ever will man seek the light, greater and still greater light. In darkness he came forth, in blind pursuit he followed foolish goals. Then through pain and disillusion knowledge came, his vision opened to the light, and then at last he saw the path which he must take. With ardor and persistence he pursued the long, long path, until his understanding and his wisdom grew. His way became more certain, and his vision one with truth. The mountain of initiation stood revealed. And thus he came to understand what he must learn and love and do to make the destined climb. A hunter he from earliest times, a hunter he remains. Though in spirit's latter days his hunt is vastly different from the hunt that mad desire drove. For now the archer, armed with truth, pursues the real, the true, the ever so. Yes, now the ardent archer is a hunter of supernal light.
See
Meditation. In meditation deep, let us ponder on the truest vision of our life, the one which ever draws us forth unto this cycle's final end. What ideal summons us? What beauteous pattern lures us into spaces ever higher, ever deeper? Let us see the very center, the point towards which the purpose of our wider, higher life intends. We form the dual symbol of the rising arrow of aspiration and the returning arrow of illumination, shot forth from heavenly realms into the heart and mind of man. Every spirit rising must bring his firm decision to the presence of the King. The bow is drawn in tension, the bow which shoots the arrow of return, the spirit self. And once released, the arrow flies, the arrow of the spirit flies, escaping swiftly from the realms below, then flying on its destiny's trajectory, speeding forth upon the great adventure to which the cosmic will invites the questing and immortal soul. Flaming arrows falling from the heavens made the beast a man. Fiery arrows rising sent the spirit swift unto its greater source. Arrows speeding earthwards, arrows racing heavenwards, shafts of sharp and pointed light illuminate the universal vault of midnight blue. Who can stop the arrow? A bolt of lightning flying to its sacrifice. Who can stop the arrow? The lightning of the Spirit, when intent upon immediate return. Let us turn our eyes unto the heavens, and see the flaming arrows, descending and ascending, embedding and releasing, overcoming time and space, suddenly, immediately, with flashed instantaneity. Let us know ourselves to be the arrows, arrows of primeval light, flying spaceless in the all-eternal now.
Release your bolts to air, release your bolts to air. Fly sudden shafts of fire, fly sudden shafts of fire, shafts of aspiration, and then it reach the Fly, sudden shouts of fire, fly, sudden shouts of fire, shouts of invocation, and penetrate the very gloom, dim and descent of light. Release your bolts to head, release your bolts to head. Let devils fly, 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 fly. Let devils fly. Receive the bolts from heaven, receive the bolts from heaven. The sudden shouts of blinding light, bolts out of the gloom, dispelling all illusion, dissipating glamour, devitalizing light. Arrows from the bows of the heavenly archers shoot through the fire. The bolts descend from heaven, God's arrows fly, 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 fly into the heart and mind of man. The bolts descend from heaven, God's arrows fly, 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 fly into the heart and mind of man. Arrows of light for the mind of man. Arrows of love for the heart. Arrows of power for the will of rising humanity. God's arrows fly, fly, fly. God's arrows fly, fly, fly. Fly, 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 fly. The arrows of God now fly through the heavens. Fly, fly,
Fly, ascend, fly, return. Fly with joy upon the path of soul. Fly as bliss upon the spirit way. Freely fly, untrammeled by the weight of ancient karma. Freely fly, unburdened by the pall of darkest ignorance. Freely fly upon the sevenfold higher way, which leads at last unto the universal crown. And like the flaming spirit that we are, let us onward move in life. Let all return to the magical circle of invocation. Then, as wisdom adds to wisdom, we may well and truly say, I see the goal, I reach that goal, and then I see another. Together, I see the goal, I reach that goal, and then I see another. If anyone has aught to say for the welfare of the group and of the world, now is the time to speak. Let us sound the invocation of the new and dawning age.